What's up, guys? It's Mike with Travel Nursing Classroom, bringing you all the unbiased travel nursing advice that you should be paying attention to as a travel nurse. Today's no different. We are going to be going over the 3 things that your recruiter or company is probably not going to tell you. And the third one especially, I promise you, it's going to put some more money in your pocket at the end of the day, that tip. So, want to start off by saying I used to be a recruiter. I still have a lot of friends that are recruiter. This isn't meant to be anything negative towards recruiters, like they're trying to hide something or anything like that. These are things that they're probably just not going to advertise to you, but it's important for you to know as a nurse to improve your overall travel experience, and some of these things might help you with some of your negotiations to get the deal done. So let's jump right in. I got my notes right here just in case I need them. So the very first one that a recruiter is probably not going to tell you is that they can pay for pretty much anything. That's right. They've got a lot more freedom and power to pay for a variety of items to get the job done. So over the years, I can remember when I was recruiting, I paid for some random things like a nurse needed new shoes, a nurse needed car repairs, food reimbursements. I mean, you name it. If you need something while on assignment or to get to an assignment, anything that they can do, the recruiter can do to get the deal done, if it's $50 to a couple $100 and it's important to you, the nurse, ask the recruiter to pay for it. They will probably agree. Another tip there, if they do agree to it, make sure it's in writing somewhere. I'd recommend getting it in the contract, but even if you've got an email or something that you can pull up later on to say, hey, we talked about this, you promised you'd pay for it, bring that up. But they do have a lot of flexibility. At the end of the day, they're salespeople. That's how they're viewed in the organization. So if they're that close to getting a deal done, they'll throw in little things and little reimbursements to make sure the nurse there is happy and accepts an assignment. So that's the first one. Number 2, believe it or not, they fake it quite a bit. Recruiters fake it quite a bit. And what I mean by that is they don't 100% of the time know all of the answers. I recruited and I've been in this industry for almost 10 years, the better part of a decade. And a lot of recruiters I know even have been in it 12 to 15 years. And believe it or not, we are still learning things new every single day. Things that I didn't know after years and years. I'd go to another senior recruiter who'd been recruiting and they didn't know the answer, especially when it comes to things like taxes. Those laws are constantly changing. Travel nursing rules and laws are constantly changing. State licenses, things like that, they're always changing. So the point is here, the recruiter you might ask them a question and they may sound confident, but if it's an important question, something like taxes or licensure, anything that's going to affect you as a travel nurse, make sure to put your due diligence in and double check and fact check their answer. Look up another resource and do some research just to make sure you don't get in trouble, whether it's taxes or anything else. Recruiters are good at faking it sometimes, or even if they're not faking it, a lot of times they're just misinformed and they don't even realize it. Maybe something changed, a law changed or a rule changed, and they didn't know. So there's so much information out there. Double check everything, check your facts. Worst case scenario, if you're not sure or can't find any info, email me and I'll do the research for you and look it up. So that's the second one. Sometimes they fake it. All right, the third and last one. We're trying to keep this video short, to the point, action-packed, valuable. The third one, as I promised, is going to put some cash back in your pocket. Believe it or not, recruiters do not want you to move to another assignment. They actually don't want you to travel. And what I mean by that is, an ideal scenario for a traveler is if you get to an assignment and you extend and you love it and you extend and you do another assignment and you do a third assignment and you even do a fourth assignment. And there's some laws in there. You can't just keep extending indefinitely. You got to take some breaks and do another assignment in between there, or even take like a month off. But bottom line is, it is incredibly easy for the recruiter, for the company, time-wise, expense-wise, for you, the nurse, just to love where you're at and to keep extending. It's an ideal situation for them. It's going to save the recruiter hours and hours of work and research into new jobs, etc. So how this translates to you, the nurse, and why this is important is because if you do extend, make sure to ask for something. point it out to them. Be like, hey, I'm going to extend, but I realize you're going to be saving a lot of hours, and I'm saving the company a lot of money by extending here. So ask for a few more bucks. And the travel money, that's another good one. The travel money that you received on your first assignment to get there, if it's $500 and they don't want to give you that $500 on your second assignment because they're going to say something like, well, you're not traveling anywhere, we can't give you travel money, that's fine. Have them give you that $500 in another form. It doesn't necessarily need to be a travel stipend. Have them put it into your housing stipend or something else. So boom, right there. Hopefully that makes you some cash. Those are the 3 things that recruiters are not going to come out and say. So please subscribe so you don't miss out. And lastly, I want to hear from you. Question of the day. I want to know how you nurses have gotten creative out there and what you've gotten some of your recruiters to pay for. Have you asked for them to pay for scrubs or shoes or car payments or housing stuff, whatever it is? I want to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.